So I'm going to tell y'all right now, those of us black women with natural hair and non-black partners are not letting the cotton rub out our hair and edges at all. Okay, I wasn't going to comment on this, but I don't know, I had some thoughts about Bonnet-gate. Now, I know I'm outside the US and I don't necessarily have the same experience of what's going on in the United States about certain things, but it's an interesting thing to me because so many black women have said to me, like, I can't date someone who's not black because I'm not comfortable letting someone who's not black see like the rawness, right? Like all of the things off, if you will. And that's why Bonnet-gate, with respectability politics kind of kicking in, is interesting, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I want you to go ahead, subscribe to the channel. There's also this little thing that you can do. Click the bell. You'll get notified every time I upload some of my most amazing commentary. But if this is your first time here, I talk about multicultural issues, my life here in Italy, as well as like my yoga practice and how that's affected my life. So there's lots of different things I talk about. I talk about my business as well, that I'm working on growing, and it's based in the United States. So there's lots of different things I talk about. So subscribe and click the bell, hit the like sign, all of the things. But let's get into this bonnet respectability conversation right now. It's super interesting to me that so many black women have issue with the idea of being seen in their raw form, right? By non-black people. And I think this is all kind of wrapped up in, you know, like Monique was talking about, like, do you have any self-respect going out in bonnets and doing this? And I'm like, you know, there's like a long history of white people trying to say what's respectable for black people, especially like black women, to do and how we look, and I mean trying to control all kinds of aspects of our bodies. And if you know the history of head wraps and everything in the United States, black women were, you know, when they were enslaved, were made to cover their hair, you know, trying to make them look less beautiful, trying to, you know, take away aspects of their sexuality. And that was a thing. But now, as the natural hair movement has been more and more important, and we're learning so much more about the care and kindness that we have to give to our hair, bonnets have become like our thing, right? And it's almost necessary. I got mine right here. Look, this is my bonnet. And maybe I'll put it on for y'all, but I need to get my roots done. See, this is what I'm saying. I am presenting for y'all more than I am presenting at home, right? And you know, it's not just my partner. I live in a pretty white country, and I have accepted myself to the point where I'm like, I don't really care what these people think or have to say. They don't live my life, right? So I go out of the house how I need to go out of the house at any point in time. I just don't care anymore. Going to the playground with the kids, you know, you think that's a simple thing here in Italy. It is not. There's like folks all dressed up just to play. Like, that's a whole nother video. But I think that when we are continuously trying to tell black women what is acceptable for them, because this is an individual choice, right? To go outside and protect your hair from the elements. I mean, we have to realize like how much protection our hair really needs, I guess. I don't know, but like we've learned so much more about our care, the care of our hair, and how it's not this thing that can be treated so roughly, you know, like we have like this fragile crown. And I think that more women are embracing that, you know what, we do need to be taking care of ourselves. And if you don't like it, whatever. But I found it interesting that so many women will say, okay, I can't let white folks see me in my raw form. I wouldn't be comfortable with a non-black partner seeing certain aspects of, I don't know, blackness. That's all I can really describe it as. And I find it interesting because we're having issues with one another more than outside folk are having issues with what we're doing. We're having them, you know, we're telling each other you're not doing the right thing. And why? Why are we even concerned with what the next person is doing and how they are comfortable? I feel like we should all be supporting black women and saying, you know what, do you. Whatever makes you comfortable in this world, fine, you know, as long as you take care of you. And that's what we're looking at, is women taking care of them, right, themselves, and making that a priority over respectability politics, if you will. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, those of us black women with natural hair and non-black partners are not letting the cotton rub out our hair and edges at all. Look at, here's my bonnet. This is the one I generally wear around the house. Y'all see this? Okay, don't judge me. I'm gonna take my head wrap off. All right, and now the bonnet. This is the way I look around the house. My hair tucked up here. Look at this. I mean, seriously. This is it, y'all. So, yeah, we're not letting cotton pillowcases steal our edges. I'm telling you, these are not things that most of us are worried about. And I'm not saying that you worry about this, but I'm just saying that black women need to understand that we are accepted when we accept ourselves, and that is what's important. So, beauties all over the world, protect your hair, do what you must, be comfortable in your skin, and that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about today. And I hope it brightens somebody's day. I'm having a nice, lovely afternoon. So subscribe to the channel. Remember, follow me on the gram, on Instagram, and what else? Like, yeah, click the bell, like, leave me some comments. Let's chat in the comments section. Tell me all about what you think about Bonnet-gate, because I have been trying to not think it as very comical, but it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, I think. So I know this conversation is like, y'all like probably over it and onto something else, but I was thinking about it in a different way. So that's it for now. Ciao, ciao.